Wow, talk about small and lightweight for travel. This is the smallest, most compact, lightweight photographer's umbrella in the world. This to me is the most coolest, exciting thing right now for photography. It was recommended by somebody in a comment. I can't pronounce the person's channel name, but thank you for recommending this. This box contains a photographer's umbrella that's 33 inches wide, and it goes into this size, and it is just amazing. It is by Limo Studio. It's a 33-inch white translucent compact umbrella, and I'm going to take some pictures with it, and it's going to blow your mind. This is the umbrella right here. This is the umbrella. Look how tiny this thing is, and it's so compact. Oh, it gets even better. This thing is a photographer's umbrella. It's 33 inches across. It's pretty darn good. It's only $15, or you can get 3 of them for $24. 3 photography umbrellas for $24. How amazing is that? And it's so small and compact, it all breaks down to that. You cannot use this in, obviously in wind, because it'll blow inside out and it won't, you got to use it where there's no wind. But another cool thing is, because it's so lightweight and small, I mean 33 inches is pretty good, but you can put it on a portable modifier, light, like this AD100 here. This is a pretty powerful flash. It's more powerful than a speed light. You stick it on an umbrella modifier handle, and the cool thing about this is you can just hand hold this thing like this while you take a picture and walk around like, hey, click. You know, even a wedding photographer can do this. You go click, click. You can walk around with this thing. You don't even need a pole for it. Really lightweight. Amazing.
Okay, so here we are ready to take some pictures. I'm using only Godox AD100 flashes on this trip. My camera is my favorite Panasonic Lumix G7 with my favorite 25mm 1.4. And this is what it looks like with no flashes at all. I have her back against the sun, and this is with. I'm using 2 umbrellas. The one on the left is 1/8 power, and the one on the right is 1/32 power. So even when shooting through a white umbrella, these AD100s are pretty powerful, and I hardly ever need to use them full power. Look at the lighting. The lighting is really soft. Don't be fooled by how tiny these things are when they're collapsed. They open to 33 inches, and that's a pretty good size for a travel modifier. That SMDV flip softbox I showed you in the last video, that was only 32 inches. This is 33. And it collapses down to 9 inches. You can literally put 2 of them in your pocket, and look at the lighting it gives you. Pretty darn amazing. Now they are kind of flimsy, but they're really cheap, so you can get like a dozen of them for the price of a normal softbox. And if you break one, oh well, you got 11 more. Anyway, look at this. Look at the lighting. It's just amazing how tiny these things are. And she's so beautiful. Wow. And if you want a little more punch to your image, just use 1 umbrella. This is what it looks like with just 1. Of course, the shadows show up a little bit more. It's a little bit more contrasty, but it's still pretty darn good. You can definitely just use 1 if you want. I'm going to switch to my Olympus 60mm 2.8 macro, get a more telephoto look here. I love this little lens. I got to make a video just about this lens. It's so tiny and so telephoto. It's great. Look at this. Remember, this is a 33-inch white umbrella modifier. Works just as good as any other 33. It just compacts smaller and it's more delicate. But the lighting quality is right up there with any 33-inch modifier. Look at that. I love these things. I think I'm going to buy some more. I have a feeling there's going to be a run on these things. Okay, back to my 25 1.4. So again, this is without the lighting, and this is with. Look at that. This is 1 umbrella. This is 1 umbrella. Again, this is without, and this is with. Just 1 umbrella. Pretty darn good, huh? Look at this. I mean, look at the lighting. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the lighting. I mean, you can look at her, but look at the lighting. And this is how small it collapses down to. Another reason I suggest you get the set of 3 instead of 1 is if you get the single one, at least this is what I do. You never know what you're going to get from Amazon, but this is what you get when you get the single one. It's kind of flimsy, and it's 33 inches, and it's by Limo Studio. If you get the set of 3, you get this one. It's better quality. It's much better construction. This is 38 inches.
And this says LS Photography on it, so that's how you can determine it. This is a better construction. You can see this one here compared to this one here. This one's 33 inches, this one's 38 inches. And another thing is the fabric. The cheaper one has a bluish fabric, and the bigger one has a white fabric, which is what you want. Interestingly enough, they both break down to the exact same size. So this is the 38 inch, this is the 33 inch. You can see how the 33 is bluish color, purplish blue, and the 38 inch is actually pure white. So this is the one you want, and this is what you get when you have the set of 3. So in the set of 3, you actually get better quality than if you get a single one. This center shaft has 3 sections. It expands to 3 sections, and when you go to pull it out, there's a little cap on the end here that you pull, this cap, and that cap comes off pretty easy. And what you're left with is this, an empty shaft. And when it's down, there is no way to pull that unless you use pliers to pull that out, which is ridiculous. There's a little tiny loop here. What I suggest you do is you put a twist tie through there, or a little zip tie or anything like that, or a piece of string, so you have a loop. So when this thing is collapsed, you pull on the loop to pull it out. Makes it a lot easier. Just expect this little cap to pop off, because that thing is not on there very tight. So forget the cap, just put a loop on there, a string or something, or a twist tie that you can just pull out like that. So that's a handy tip. Obviously, be careful with these things. They're kind of fragile. They're not made for heavy-duty durability. They're made for collapsing small. That's why these things are great, and that's another reason I said you get 3 of them. The 38-inch version, again, says LS Photography on it. This is the one you want. The one that you don't want says Limo Studio on it. So this is the one you want. It will say 33 inches on Amazon, but the set of 3 sends you one that's 38 inches. So that's kind of cool. It says 33, but they give you 38. Now Westcott, on the other hand, the Westcott version, Westcott is a name brand. This is a more professional brand. They have a collapsible umbrella that they say is 43 inches, when in fact, it's actually only 38 inches. So the name brand says it's 43, but it's 38. The cheap brand says it's 33, but it's 38. So these two are the exact same size. They're 38 inches. And the Westcott brand, look at this. Look at the hardware in here. It's actually not much better than this right here. So the quality is about the same. The fabric's a little better. Now this is a satiny fabric that Westcott has, and it cuts down the light considerably. You lose, I think, 1.5 to 2 stops of light. This one here does not cut down light as much. You get a nice soft light, but it doesn't take the light down as much as this one does. So there's several reasons to like this one over the Westcott. Even though it's 38 inches, same size as this one, when you collapse the Westcott down, it's a lot bigger than the Limo Studio one. These are both 38 inches. This is compact in my book. This has 2 sections. This has 3 sections. So this breaks down into twice. This folds 3 times. This is a double fold, this is a trifold. This one wins out for so many more reasons. Get the one that says LS Photography on it. You can't tell on Amazon. It'll say Limo Studio. I can't guarantee what you're gonna get on Amazon. It's kind of a crapshoot, but I noticed when you get the 3, you get the bigger one, the LS Photography one. So keep that in mind when you're ordering. So again, this thing is $15 for one of them, or $24 for 3. I suggest you get 3 because not only just because it's cheap, but it is very delicate, and if there is wind, it will go poof, like backwards. But my God, the pictures you can get with this thing. I am amazed with the quality of the pictures you can get with this thing. Just amazing. So thank you. If any of you have suggestions for other stuff for me to review, let me know. I might do it. This one was a good one. Thank you, person with an unpronounceable channel name, for recommending this gem. I'm going to get more of them myself. This is so, because I travel all the time. I like small and lightweight. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys got an inspiration from this, because this thing is so amazing. All right, I'll see you in the next video. I'll put the link down below. Bye.